Again, you're probably going to have to pause to get the notes into your thing. And then once you are ready, you can go ahead and continue. Okay. All right, so back to the notes page, we have the term ratio. That's our new term. It's a comparison of two quantities, quantities just being amounts or numbers. So for every 3 Snickers I have, 5 Twix. So 3 to 5 is an example of a ratio. 3:5 is an example of a ratio, and 3/5 is an example of a ratio. So you can either use the 2, the colon, or kind of what looks like a fraction. You've got the line. Remember that since this says 3 Snickers first, the 3 has to be first. And since it says 5 Twix second, then the 5 has to be the second number. All right, we're going to go back to this one where you hopefully labeled your thermometers. And we're going to go to 1.2. The principal at the middle school shows each grade's fundraising progress on charts that look like thermometers. The principal records the progress shown in the thermometer using fractions and dollar amounts. The fundraiser lasts 10 days. Each day the principal announces the progress of each grade over the loudspeaker. The thermometers are all the same length. Despite the different goals, each thermometer is subdivided into 10 equal parts. So to be able to find how many dollars each section is worth, you figure out what the goal is, and we already know that we have 10 sections, so you divide by 10. Dividing by 10 with a 0, super easy. You just take off the last 0. So each one is worth 30. This one, each one was worth 45. This one, each one is worth 15. This one, each one was worth 36. All right, flipping, and it is page 12 and 13 for your textbook. So for A, it says the principal labeled some of the marks on the 4 thermometers with dollar amounts. Decide what labels belong on each remaining mark. So we've done that. B1, for every $60 the 6th graders plan to raise, the 7th graders plan to raise 90. So 6th graders 60, 7th graders 90. So 6th graders 60, and let's go over to the 7th grade goal. 60, 90. Yes, I agree. So let's see, the next part says, Ben also makes a claim for every $30 the 6th graders plan to raise, the 7th graders plan to raise 45. So let's check that one. $30 for 6th grade is the same as 45 for 7th grade. Do you agree with this claim? Explain your reasoning. Yes. And the reason that I claim is because they're both at the same level on the thermometer. Both at the same level on the thermometer. Okay. 2 says, use the thermometers to write 2 more for every claims that relate to fundraising goals. So for every, and you could pick anything on here, I'm going to say for every $225 that 7th grade raises, for every $225 that 7th grade raises, I could pick anything else that's at the same level. I'm going to pick here. 8th grade raises $75. Okay. Next for every, again, pick anything you want. I'm going to say for every $36 teachers raise, for every $36 teachers raise, follow the thermometer, 6th grade raises 30. C1, you can write each of the comparisons in question B as a ratio. A ratio is a kind of comparison. Here are 2 ways that you can rewrite the comparisons in question B. The ratio of 6th grade goal to 7th grade goal is 60 to 90. The ratio of 6th grade goal to the 7th grade goal is 30 to 45. Notice that they use the 2 in both of them. You could have also used the colon. You also could have made them kind of like a fraction. What do the numbers 60, 90, 30, and 45 mean in each ratio statement? So let's look at this one. The ratio of 6th grade goal to 7th grade goal is 60 to 90. So what does this 60 mean? What does this 90 mean? So if you go back here, here's the 60 and 90. Well, it's saying that for every $60, 7th grade is making $90. So 60 refers to the amount of money 6th grade raises, and 90 refers to the amount of money 7th grade raises. How about the second part? 30 to 45. Well, 30, 6th grade is mentioned first, so 30 is how much 6th grade raises. 7th grade is given second, so 45 refers to $45 that 7th grade raises. All right, rewrite your comparisons from question B, part 2, using the word ratio, okay? So we're going to rewrite our for every statement and use the word ratio. So the ratio of, and I got to say who I'm looking at first, 7th grade to 8th grade is what? 225 to 75. This time I'm going to choose to use a colon. Notice there's no dollars, no dollar signs. My second one, we have 36 for teachers, 6th grade 30. The ratio, first thing I mentioned was teachers, of teachers to what? Teachers to 6th graders is 36 to 30. Right? All right, so that is it for lesson 2. Move on to the next video to see the next lessons.